So Mattel finally revealed their line of K-pop Demon Hunters dolls. This is what it sounds like Huntrix 3-pack. The movie only came out like almost 5 months ago, but at least it's just in time for Christmas. And so I'm sure tons of parents are going to crash the website when the pre-orders open up, and they won't be shipped out until fall of next year. Yeah, these aren't even the official images yet. They're still fine-tuning the designs. These things are like $50 a doll, and you're not going to get them for like a year. Needless to say, Sony really fumbled the bag with this movie because absolutely nobody expected Katie Hun to become as huge as it did. So the fact that there weren't even dolls designed that they could have ready for Christmas, it's kind of crazy. It's one thing if they didn't have enough toys in stock. This has happened multiple times with popular Disney characters. But the fact they didn't have any like merchandise at all means they were not prepared for this thing to be any kind of popular. But I also can't help but notice that history is repeating itself. Back in 1977, this young scrappy filmmaker named George Lucas put out this film called Star Wars, which absolutely everybody, including the studio, assumed was going to be a failure. And they had trouble finding a toy manufacturer that was interested in the merchandising rights. Most of the big toy manufacturers turned them down. And so this smaller company, Kenner Toys, picked up the license to Star Wars shortly before the movie came out, which was considered a huge gamble because, again, everybody expected this film to do poorly. But as we all know, Star Wars was a massive success, being the highest grossing movie of that year, of that decade, still one of the highest grossing movies of all time. As you can imagine, Star Wars toys is what every kid wanted that Christmas. But they didn't have time to properly design and manufacture them other than some puzzles on a board game. So instead, they actually sold empty boxes that contained a voucher for the action figures when they would be ready, like the following spring. And it just had like pictures of what the action figures would look like, but they weren't going to be ready yet. And so basically you could be gifted this empty box with a picture of like, hey, this is what it's going to look like, but they're not ready yet. And these empty boxes sold like hotcakes. But that was what they had to do because they couldn't manufacture the toys in time. So I'm curious if any parents this year are going to get their kids an empty box, and in it is like a screenshot of the confirmation email of the pre-order for the Huntrix dolls. You know, if your kids aren't picky, there are people like on Etsy who like hand create toys that'll be made with love and get to you on time and not cost $150. I could be wrong. I think Hasbro's also doing a lot of dolls. I don't know. Toys are not like my area of expertise.